Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mai, a Colombian girl living in Melbourne. For today's video I just want to share with you the things that I've been loving in the last couple of months because it's been a while since my favorites. Let's just start with series. I don't know if you are into YouTubers as much as I am into YouTubers. Recently I started watching a YouTuber called Dawson. He's an old school YouTuber. He has been in the platform for forever, but recently his videos changed, although his videos about conspiracy theories are amazing. I watched all of them in one go. A couple of months ago he did like 6-part episode about Jeffree Star, who is a YouTuber who has an empire in cosmetics. So entertaining, good. It's just him with his camera and it's just very simple but very interesting. So now he's just doing a docu series about Jake Paul. If you don't know who Jake Paul is, then you have been living under a rock. The docu series is amazing. His style, he's such a nice, warm, friendly person. Dawson, not Jake Paul. Even if you are not into YouTubers, I really recommend you to watch the Jeffree Star one. That is a good one. As always, everything is gonna be linked down in the description box. I don't know if you watched the first season of The Cena on Netflix. If you watched it, then prepare yourselves because the second season is about to be released on Netflix. I already watched it online. It is amazing. It's the same detective, but it's not with Jessica Biel. Different story, different characters, different mystery. It's again an 8 or 9-part series. It is really good, so prepare yourselves. Other things that I really enjoyed on Netflix that is relatively new is a show called Magic for Humans. He's a magician going onto the streets doing magic, surprising people. It is so good. Like, I really don't know how he does it. I really recommend you to watch it. And my last Netflix recommendation is a show. It's a Mexican show. It's called Made in Mexico. If you watch The Hills, MTV, like 15 years ago, this is the Mexican 2018 version of The Hills. It's a reality show, rich people drama, and it's set in Mexico. They are speaking Spanish, but also they're speaking English, so you will have to, if you don't speak Spanish, you will have to use subtitles in English. I mean, it's not good as in, oh, you're gonna learn about the culture of Mexico. No, you're not, but it's really, as a Latin American person, I really enjoy watching it. It's really different dialect accent to my accent and the way I speak Spanish, so it's also very interesting to see. Although we all speak Spanish, it's a different Spanish. Those were my series. Now on to podcasts. Oh my god, podcast is taking over the world. Everyone at work is listening to podcasts, and I hope that if you do enjoy podcasts, you enjoy these recommendations. By now you should know that I'm really into crime type of podcasts. Well, my recommendations today are full of them. The first one is called Dr. Death. I think there are like 9 episodes only, which is very good. It is this story about a surgeon that was conducting surgeries but in a really bad way, and no one could stop it. Like, he didn't care about the patient, he was just killing people. His work was always really bad, and then they started finding out that his patients always had complications during surgeries. It's really creepy because when you go to the doctor, you think that they are already good people helping other people that are qualified, that have completed grad school, that know how to use scalpel, and they know how to operate. Well, this guy, for some reason, was doing such a bad job. He was killing patients. This podcast is all about that. Dr. Death. You can't stop listening to it. The second podcast, another crime, The Teacher's Pet. This podcast has been the top podcast in the world in iTunes. It's an Australian podcast. It's about a crime. A Sydney mom went missing 32 or 33 years ago. No one knows where she is. Everyone knows or kind of feels like she was murdered by her husband, and no one has been found guilty of her death. It is so well narrated. You just get so deep into this drama, crime, real thing that has been unsolved for so many years that you just want it to be solved. And actually right now there is an investigation open for her death or disappearance. And my last podcast recommendation that is not crime, yes, woohoo, not crime, it's called Business Wars. It is amazing. Each season of this podcast centers on a battle between two companies. So you have Nintendo versus PlayStation. You have Coke versus Pepsi. That was the best one so far. You have eBay versus PayPal. It is really interesting. You learn a lot just by listening to this. In terms of books, I recently finished 2 books. The first one is Eleanor, It's Completely Fine. Really good. Like, it's easy read, interesting story, just takes you back, you can put it down. I really recommend you to read it. And the second book is the latest book of Liane Moriarty, if you are not familiar with that author. She is the author of Big Little Lies. Her latest book is called 9 Perfect Strangers. I read it. Will I recommend it? Yes and no. Yes, it is entertaining, it's a good book, it's well written. Maybe no if you are expecting it to be as good as Big Little Lies or any of their other books of hers. And the final favorites, a couple of random favorites this month. My friend Pete from Aussie English finally uploaded the interview that we did a few months ago. It's a 2-part interview in a podcast where I shared with him my entire story from the moment I decided to come to Australia to a couple of months ago when we did the interviews. If you want something to listen while you are doing the dishes or while driving or just in the background, I really recommend you to listen this 2-hour interview with Pete and myself. I had a great time talking to him. He has an amazing channel. If you want to learn English, I really recommend you to follow his channel. And I think that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any recommendations in terms of books, movies, podcasts, products, leave them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Bye!